Order. It's absolutely any member's right in the House to deny leave for any course of action where leave is sought. Question number 7, Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Social Development and asks, will she consider reviewing benefit levels in light of the recent Otago University research that shows that the 40% increase in real power prices since 2002 is now a health issue?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, no. However, we do review benefit levels every year. In fact, this government legislated for CPI adjustments, and in the period the member refers to, benefit rates have increased by 30%.
Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will the Minister accept that if power, rent and basic healthy food alone now cost more than many benefits, and the only option most people have is to get hardship grants, which force many of them into debt, then will she acknowledge that budgeting advice is an inadequate response and that really she needs to review the benefit funding formulas?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, in general, actually, rent, power and food does not exceed the benefit, particularly when you take into considerations accommodation supplements and add-ons that people can get depending on their circumstances. I'm quite proud that we've not just held benefit levels where they are in some of the toughest economic situations, we've actually CPI legislated for them to be increased. There is hardship assistance, as the member has identified, and in many cases that is not repayable. It is a grant and not a loan.
Order, Mr. Speaker.
Sorry, is this point of order?
Point of order.
Point of order, Jan Logie.
I seek leave of the House to table the Regional Public Health Report 2011 food costs for families, which demonstrates the amount of income being spent on rent and food.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Jan Logie.
I seek leave of the House to table an MSD report from 2008 entitled Hardship Assistance Adjustable as Lump Sum, which demonstrates that over half of the hardship grants are recoverable.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection.
Mr. Speaker.
A supplementary question.
Supplementary question. Will the Minister accept that our high rates of rheumatic fever, skin conditions and asthma are connected to the poverty created by insufficient benefit payments which do not enable families to provide the very basics of food, warmth and shelter for themselves and their children?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
No, Mr. Speaker, I won't. But what I would say is that we do take into consideration how incredibly important that is, and in fact the Minister of Health has announced new initiatives and increases in funding going into to work with rheumatic fever. What I also think where the member could make a point is that in partnership with this government, the Green Party have helped Herald...
Order, that's not necessary to answer
it's going to be a positive.
No, well, the member may wish to make a speech, but this is question time. No, order. Jan Logie.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I seek leave of the House to table the Heart Foundation New Zealand Guidelines for Rheumatic Fever, which establishes the link between poverty and rheumatic fever.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is objection.
Supplementary question.
Jan Logie.
Will the Minister, as the Green Party has recommended, make Working for Families available to families in receipt of an income-tested benefit to help protect the health of these families as their parents look for work?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
No, Mr. Speaker, but what we will do is celebrate the 189,000 homes that have been insulated through the Warming Up New Zealand initiative in conjunction with the Green Party.
Question number 8, Katrina Shanks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the